Here with Andy Moore, known as Juggalo Scorpion on PS3. Um, let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers. You know, pretty much it looked like they got a good squad this year. Too bad they didn't make it to the playoffs. But there's a lot of good players on that team. If I was the Brewers, this is what I would do. I'll bring Travis Shaw back, keep him in the starting rotation. Manny Para, keep him in the starting rotation. Eric, try and bring him back, keep him in the starting rotation. Santana, keep him in the starting rotation. But I'll bring up in the starting rotation, I'll move Braun to the bench and try and see if he will stay with the Brewers. If he doesn't, we can find another outfielder. We can move up in our AAA, our AA, get them time experience. But I like that Bronson dude, Lewis Bronson. I'll move him up to left field. So keep bringing him up and have our outfield really deep and young. In time, we signed Walker. We signed Stephanie Vogt, good catcher, good backup catcher. He can patch up Pena. And the other ones, move them back to AAA. And we signed Eric. He did good for us, this year. So now, like I said, we got Brett Phillips we can bring up, and we got young talent in the outfield. So if Ryan Braun doesn't want to come off the bench and play for the Brewers, just let him go. And we can find someone who's younger and more powerful that will come off the bench. In the rotation, I would have Anderson, David, Nelson, Junior, Harden, and Youngman in the 6-man rotation. I would just have it like that. And then the bullpen, Drake, House, Keebler, Lopez, Torres. I'll have Torres as a setup man. And Jeffrey did so good with us 2 years ago as a closer. I'll try to move him back to the closer rotation and see what he does for us in the upcoming season. He did really good with us in the last 2 seasons as a closer. I'll try and move him back to a closer and see what he can do in that rotation. And the people I will let go is Matt Garza. Dudes, come on. I will not resign Matt Garza. I will just let him go and see what he can do. He ain't done nothing for the Brewers. That's the same thing like Kyle Los or something. We let go of him. He did nothing for us. And why change? I'll let him go too. Bring up some younger bullpen players and try to see what they can do for the Brewers. The older people, I will let go and bring up the younger talent. They are doing so good in AAA. There's a lot of good young talent in AAA. I go to AAA ball games. I go to Nashville. I went to Nashville. I went to Single A. Like I said, I see good talent every year, but they don't get brought up because we got too many older people in the team. That's what I'm saying. The older people, if they're not doing good and they don't cut the cheese, why should we resign them and see what we wasted money on, where we can go down in the lower part of our leagues? Check out our AAA, check out our AA. Check out our lower A and bring those people up. There's a lot of good talent we got in those spots. And like I said, with Braun, he is coming to his years. He did good in his couple first years. But now, I'll just put him in the rotation of moving him to the bench. If he doesn't want to move to the bench and he thinks he's a star somewhere else, just let him go. We got younger talent in the AAA and AA to bring up. But I would keep Travis Shaw. He's been doing good. Orlando, he's good. I like Benson. I would like to see more of Benson and more of Phillips in the rotation next year. I would love to see more Brett Phillips and Lewis Benson because they are two young outfielders that can bring some damage in. I would love to see them in the rotation. I would love to see Santana back next year. I would love to see Eric back. But Jose dude, he's coming up, and I think that'll be a future first baseman if Eric doesn't, Tim's, doesn't stay with the board. I think we are strong on first base. And we haven't been this strong since Prince Fielder left. But I think Jose will make a real good first baseman. He got the power, he got the hits, he can. I think he'll make a good first baseman. Jonathan Veer, he needs to start hitting more. I was iffy about him, but all the other ones, I'll try and bring them back next season because they did good this season. They did real good, and like I said, if Braun can't move just to a bench player off the bench to play any outfield spot, I don't see him coming back with the Brewers because like I said, we are deep in the outfielders. We are real deep, and I would like to see Brett Phillips more there and Benson more. And we are deep in outfield. So that's Andy. We are talking live with the Brewers. Like I said, you can follow me on Facebook. You can add me on Twitter. Basically, you can add me on PS3. I'm Juggalo Scorpion. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Milwaukee Brewers. I think we got a good squad and good young talent for many years to come. Have a nice day.